Hello, chat. That guy with the golden head. You haven't seen the Regent before? Did you miss the Niaz letter that like revealed the Regent? Like for the animation. Gotta show up earlier next time. Don't follow any news? Yeah, it's the newest reveal character. You know, post yesterday's TLS to the sub? I don't think so. I never sent it to anybody. I have it saved on my computer though. I think I'd move Berserk up to where Juggernaut is. Just like put them next to each other. It's probably the only thing I'd change from the list. I was like looking at it, I was like, Berserk's probably not as bad as Clash. The rest I think is kind of reasonable though. Defect. I don't know how many runs I'm gonna play today, but definitely play a few and then see about doing a tier list maybe for silence cards. I got Silent, Defect, and Watcher left. I think those are all the major tier lists to do. And then I have to make them all to YouTube videos. Having some allergies today. Yeah, what's up, chat? I didn't sleep all that much. Kind of yapped in a Discord server for a while last night. So we'll see if I can keep my head on my shoulders. Doesn't matter too much though. I'm just gonna be playing some runs. All right. Best path probably involves doing something like that, right? Yeah. Probably. You never like don't want to go in that direction, I think. Ow. I'm not actually taking damage. I'll take damage this turn though. So I'm allowed to say ow because I'm going to take damage. Plasma greater than electricity. True. That's a true fact. I will remove a card. I don't really want to go to a shop early in this act. Not the best events. Those events are probably pushing me into Bounding Defense is kind of weird. Oh. I mean, Recursion's actually okay, but it's just not, it's not good enough yet. I can deal 19 plus, or 9 plus 18 plus 6. Sounds lethal. Recursion's better with battery, but it's still just not a card you want to draw on turn 1. I guess we're a rebound streamline deck. Yeah, no potions and mediocre at best cards. Can't really fight super elite into forced elite, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but at least we get to like upgrade streamline, I guess. Rebound defend is always good in this fight. Self-repair is a card that I enjoy putting in my deck. Rebound strike? Probably not. I just want to like increase the odds that this dies to the max. The fight's mostly fine as long as that dies this turn. Okay. Didn't take too much in that fight. I get a doom and gloom. Guess that probably makes my deck a little bit better. The boot. It doesn't really make my deck any better at all. I'm gonna key the boot here. Just doesn't have good vibes. I can take some frost and some focus. There's like a whole package of frost focus here. Yeah, at least like this card. Decent amount. Sunder's a thing that exists, I guess. I don't really want to make an attack deck, but I guess it's not the worst idea I've ever heard. I'd rather just have something clean. So I'll just have something clean. Do pot cold snap will always do more damage if I want to do that. If I want to do pot something, but I probably just rebound cold snap next turn, to be honest. And just kill the turn after. I'm sorry. I'm just very sorry about that. Jeez. Allergies are kicking up suddenly. Glacier card. Very good. I was kind of fine before I started stream, and then suddenly they're just kicking up. Sorry. All right. Hopefully I get over it. Saves 5 HP this turn, which is like fine. Just rebound Glacier. I'll rebound Cold Snap instead. Could have played Zap there, I guess. Do I want a static discharge before the Hexaghost? But I think I'm going to die to Hexaghost. I would take this card. The best defect combo. Yeah, that's usually what I think of when I think of Streamline Rebound. I think of the best defect combo. It's true. I could use like Focus Pot in this fight and then like maybe I'm fine. I would hope I'm fine. Transform a strike probably. Yeah, I mean I don't mind transforming a strike into an Electrodynamics Plus, it's probably okay. I should push my orb out pretty quickly, so I am just kind of focus spot, I think. Probably don't need to, but I don't know, I'm just kind of chill with it. We're not going to take Sozu or anything. It just lets me play more flexible lines in the fight itself. Would I play Streamline this turn? What a hand. What a hand. I drew both, that's insane. Okay. It is dead. Seek is in the deck. That's great. Got a Snecko Eye versus Coffee Dripper situation here. Snecko Eye a little bit worse with Seek already in the deck, and I have Subsustain for the Dripper. And like a Glacier in my deck. So I guess we just have a lot of energy. And then I add Cool Headed and I win. Maybe I'll just add Cool Headed and win. It's kind of cool. Do like that. Farm some hallways and see about fighting the elite. Looks principled. Sunder is whatever. Don't need that. Be good with the Snecko. Rebound Glacier sort of just like kind of caps the damage that I can take in this fight a little bit. And both attacking is kind of unfortunate, but could be worse. I'm full HP. Can't really complain about full HP, can I? Alright, bites potential, but I don't really even want bites. So we just go to fights. Fights are good. Hello, if you ain't first. What a plus card in my deck. Thank you. Glacier was alright. Echo form. Cool. Oh, thank you. Alright, I probably can find elites here, right? I'm strong. Pretty strong. Little did he know he was actually delusional. Because he was playing the Defect. He tried to fight an elite. Try to kill this next turn, I guess. I could use double potion to kill this turn, but that feels like it's probably not the best play. Grab electrodynamics to try to make sure this dies next turn. And then I have electrodynamics in play. It's not like Echo Form self-repair potential stuff in the deck. I should just play the self-repair, to be honest. I'm in a lot of danger next turn. Yeah, no, I need to draw something like this so I can play it twice. What a terrible draw. Like, just the worst draw order of all time. I should be able to kill this next turn. I think I played that fight pretty well. Ice Cream is very solid. Pile Driver looks good. Kind of just want more card draw on this deck. I boss swap on any other characters. I swap sometimes on Silent. It'll happen. Not on Watcher and Clap. Oh, that doesn't happen. Oh my god. Absolutely terrifying fight to walk into, and then also brick on turn 1. Oh, I mean, I could probably Echo Form self-repair in this fight at least. That's like a positive. Glacier into Electro blocks the most. That opens me up to the most risk next turn. I guess I can't play Echo Form this turn, so it's probably fine. It's okay. It's like Seek Out, Strike, Streamline. Do not want to draw those cards. Alright, Echo Form Repair. Everything is fine. Hologram, probably alright. Alright, so I still have a Dupont. I'm gonna get more potions. But there's a world where I just bleed out, right? I just don't have enough HP to deal with a bad Slaver's fight into a bad Book of Stabbing or whatever. I mean, with potions and hallway farming, I probably do, to be honest. Dig. Top taking Electro was definitely the right idea for slavers. Highly recommend top taking electrodynamics in the slavers fight. It's very good. It's a very good idea. Like, actually, just don't draw badly though. Why would you draw badly? It's just not a very good play. Yeah, wanted to draw Rebound Glacier. I could have probably Echo Form self-prepared this fight, to be honest. I don't really need to anymore. I'm kind of ahead. I don't need to be more ahead than I am right now. Getting a good Slavers fight was just enough to push me very far ahead in this run. Aggregate at this point with the ice cream is very pickable. So I probably want like Consume Glacier, right? Play Echo Form. Pretty chill fight. I should have probably tech spotted there. Yeah, maybe that was actually Vom Pot, because I could circle to kill this turn. It's just dead, right? Equilibrium's pretty good. You can Hollow Streamline again, and I'm just kind of killing it. I hate that idea. I personally like it when the Book of Stabbing just dies. I'm a fan. Alright, card draw on this deck. Overclock is the card draw I'm talking about. Very high potential. Not sure what I want to do with this fire. Probably just dig, but it's kind of close. I want to draw cards. I can see even just upgrading Overclock, just more card draw. But I think I slightly prefer digging. Regal Pillow, incredible. Very, very powerful relic there. Oh, streamline. Gaming room. I think infinite energy is basically my leverage in this fight. That's like just kind of what we have going on. It's not terrible. I thought I had to weaken me this turn. I was one turn behind in my head, I guess. Could honestly consume here. Fine, not though. The chump always getting solved by one singular dark orb. Gotta feel a little bit bad for the guy. Okay, Drew Equi, that's very, very, very useful. So we open here, yeah. So we know we have double Electro next turn, so that basically solves the fight. I mean, it just kills it. Not too complicated. Alright, Fission. If I get something like Inserter, Fission is very solid. Inserter's probably the best relic I could see here. Inserter and Pyramid. Reboot is fine. Just fine though, I'll take Fission. Inserter. Yeah, that's very, very, very broken. Now I have infinite focus. While also having like decent front load. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Charge battery is just okay, not really worth taking. Tongo? Tongo is pretty hard to deny right now. But just upgrading vision and then digging at every other fire is also kind of an idea. I'll do that. Of course, duplicate seek is absolutely amazing. I guess I could have kept that for potential Reptomancer. It's not like I won't have potions to Reptomancer, right? I think Streamline on top is good. I don't know. Probably. What a cool idea. It's like playing that a turn earlier isn't like the worst thing of all time. Or more turns, it's like kind of a long time. Chilling. Sir is not even bad in these past fights. Just getting orb slots is so good in this deck, and getting them for free is obviously incredible. I don't want to just sit around and play cool edits. Eventually I do have to deal damage. I mean, I guess I just deal damage with consume and zap. That's just like actually kind of good enough. Inserter is just so broken that I kind of get away with it. This doesn't feel like a great cool edit. Okay, so Super Elite can be Repto. Definitely worth keeping in mind. Theoretically enough focus the inserter is that quoted enough to just win. If my deck is good enough, yes. Like I can do that. And this deck could get there, but it's not quite there yet. Be hard to set up insert in this fight, sadly. Not impossible, but pretty hard without the boot. Which is the thing I keyed in Act 1. Foolish. But again, it's not impossible. You just have to get the right set of cards in your hand. Capacitor plus Glacier plus. Oh my god. Capacitor plus speeds me up by so much. It's like actually such a fast card. It's way too fast, right? It's ridiculous. Like 7 volts or whatever. Very mediocre draw order here, but it's fine. You see what I mean by the capacitor speeds me up by so much. It's like actually crazy. Skim is wonderful. There's more card draw on this deck with all the energy is just good. I think I'm getting to the point where I'm just going to upgrade Aggregate if I get the chance. I don't really need to dig at this point. I just need more energy, more card draw. Because now I have this in my deck, so the scaling is just way more than fast enough if I actually draw into it. Virus, sure. That's what I keyed the boot for. It's not bad, I guess. I do like Seek in my opening hand against the Reptimancer of Evil that has strength. Kind of a fan of that. Another aggregate. I'm kind of at enough draw where another aggregate actually isn't a terrible idea. I just picked up the ink bottle as well. Yeah. Card's just ridiculous. I'll take even more draw now. probably try to keep a hold of that. Barrage can deal a lot of damage. My current damage plan is just zap, basically. That doesn't sound bad though. That sounds totally fine. Ooh, losing a streamline. That's also a large part of my damage. And now I kind of want the barrage. I think I can kill the heart with a zap though, so. It does slow me down in this fight. But top decking 2 Seeks probably means I'm fast enough. I'd hope so anyway. Should I drop my capacitor next turn? Yeah, this deck is definitely getting very silly. I'd like to replace this potion. I don't need this for Act 4 elites at all, really. Yeah, it's not a bad replacement. Okay, do I want Barrage now? Barrage is kind of comfy. Let's just take Barrage. Especially now that I have Fairy. Like, I don't need to worry too much about my deck being, like, perfect. The Defect. When it's just a large head. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Very good idea in general to add the small preserved insect stuff to the game. What the cards? So this entire game, I've been functioning off of this one cool-headed that I bought in Act 1. Or this one consume. It's been enough focus, but I'm being offered a Defragment Plus for some reason. Not to mention the Fission Plus and the Double Energy Plus. Double Energy is just a fast way to get infinite energy in this deck. Which is definitely cool. Defrag's kind of cute. I don't have to like draw my Seeks and Consumes to get focus. I can draw Defrag suddenly and actually get focus. Just gotta take double energy. It seems like kind of good. And then I don't have great card draw. Really mildly irked by now the STS2 seems to aren't going to have the edge differentiation that I don't know. I'm not worried about anything until the game actually comes out, then I'll be worried about stuff. Electro here, there's no problem. Alright. This fight's over. Yeah, if there's like stuff I don't like, I'll complain about it when the game's actually out. I don't even know if like the art is finalized in Spire 2. But there's no reason to worry about it yet. Oh yeah, we're playing powers, that's for sure. We're done for. Yeah, it's easy to like make assumptions and think that certain things might not look good or whatever. Because like it's all we have right now, but no real reason to worry about it until the game's actually releasing. Is 30 energy good? What about 24 focus? Is that good? There might be okay things happening in this run. Maybe. Broken character? It's true though. Like this character actually just is broken. You just gotta believe. Can I just chill here? 15. Not really. Just vision. I should just like electro into vision. Lets me do too much. Yeah, that probably wants to fight. So I set this up on 7 and then I'm invincible for the rest of the fight, so I play one more consume and then play dual cast when it's on 1. And maybe I should have just done it there if that killed. It didn't kill before, right? Collected data. I mean, my run history is kind of data, but Probably it'd be more useful for me to just tell you which acts I feel are the most dangerous rather than giving you data. So I probably die in Act 1 the most, but that's probably because like when I'm playing well, I don't die anywhere but Act 1 really. And when I'm playing badly, I kind of just throw in Act 1 all the time. So like Act 1 is like where a bunch of concentrated deaths might be. Yeah, Act 2. Act 2 maybe should be the highest. Like Act 2 and Act 1 should be the highest, I think. You know, I don't actually know, but just vibes. Okay, I get it next turn. Probably Act 2 is like the theoretical most dangerous act. It's just like, I feel like I can always like play well enough to win Act 2, but it might just be an illusion. I can't actually do that. Draw card. I like drawing cards. Orange pellets is too expensive. You just do like this and remove or something. Buying a Gambler's Rear so I don't get just like completely destroyed in the Act 4 elites is an idea as well. I didn't get completely destroyed in the Act 4 elites, that's good. Kind of like just grabbing like Electrodynamics Fission, to be honest. Oh, come on. Okay, I wasn't really expecting to break that hard. That was like kind of crazy. I should have grabbed Echo Form. I don't know why I didn't grab Echo Form. Strange plays have been made. I meant to grab Echo Form, and then I just kind of like forgot. No, not gonna lie, I just kind of forgot. Did draw basically the worst possible set of cards though. Like that draw order could not have possibly been worse. Not really, anyway. But you can argue that I deserve to get punished. It won't matter at all. Like it's completely irrelevant. That's why I'm just not thinking. It's because it doesn't matter, and it will never possibly. Like there's no world where it ever matters. So I'm not worried about it. This run is basically not losable at this point. Not with these potions, anyway. So we'll die next turn, which is good. Hopefully I can play 3 cards. Bottled Tornado. Sure, I'll bottle an Echo Form, why not? Could take a Recursion. I don't really need that though. Making a lot of damage. Should be fine though. I have Fairy. I don't want a double play capacitor. So I almost want a single play consume right now. Sure. Guess I could play another card there to draw with Ink Bottle, but I don't really want to draw Capacitor. I want to double play it. Even if it means I die, like I just want to double play it. I just want cards in my hand, right? Particularly that card. That card's very good. Assuming an artifact charge. No, it does not. Losing an orb slot is not a debuff. Play Doom and Gloom here, why not? Probably won't even lose Fairy, to be honest. Alright, GG chat. Defect is funny. Consume orb slot. Become focus. I have Glacier in my hand and I'm retaining it, so I don't think this guy can kill me here. Card approximately blocks 70 billion trillion. It's maybe enough block 70 billion trillion. Ow. Ow. Yeah, it's easy to rewind the YouTube stream if you want to go see the new starting soon screen. Yeah, wow. Only 1 health remaining. Very close. Very, very close stuff. Saw it yesterday. Oh yeah, you were here yesterday. I was seeing someone respond to you actually. Yeah, I know your username. Be free. I guess I don't have that. There's a new starting soon screen in the title, so if somebody didn't know about it, they wouldn't know about it. GG. Defect owns, as usual. I have to say, with motivation like kind of low for Spire 1 and like kind of just in the waiting room for Spire 2 pretty fully at this point, Defect is like kind of the most pleasant character to play when you're just kind of playing the game, in my opinion. For me, Defect is just kind of like the most nice character to play. Just feels comfy. Yeah, Defect pretty chill. Alright. I'm going to take a break before I play another run. I will go get some water. You know, all that kind of stuff. BRB. Alright, I returned. That's still playing though. I'll wait like 30 seconds. So what's the story behind this run? I just got a lot of card draw and a lot of energy. And an echo form. Like a suitable amount of scaling as well. The run kind of went out of control when I bought the echo form here, I think. And then got self-repair somewhere. Where did I get self-repair? Was it in Act 1? Yeah, must have been, right? Yeah, because I picked the dripper knowing that I had self-repair. That's right. Otherwise, I probably take the Snecko Eye, which probably goes totally fine, by the way. Like Snecko Eye, you just like don't take the draw cards. And it's kind of the same thing. Maybe a little bit weaker overall. It's not like super different or anything. Is there like a better path with no shop? Not that I hate the shop. So go to the shop if I want. Watcher card potions, sure. Being able to potion into watcher cards is probably fine. Just hitting that one doesn't. I mean, it does something, I guess, but bottom decker option. Not hitting it doesn't really do anything, so. Sanctity is a card I have a lot of respect for, but in this map, I'm not like super comfortable with it. I'll click it. I'm not like super comfy with it. Honestly, clicking that was very risky, I think. That was a A decision for sure. Did I didn't even reach any thresholds. No. I'll take Reach Heaven, actually. I want my damage solved as soon as possible, and that helps me do that. Go to a shop just to get a Defend out and not fight a hard pull. I just guarantee that I'm not fighting a hard pull. It's kind of nice. And then I could take the upgrade pot just to solve the first elite. Yeah, this potion start's definitely not getting too much utility, but that's okay. I didn't really have a good web on us to click there. Potion starts getting no utility. So I have an empty Niao, but empty Niao on this character is not nearly as bad as it is on other characters. This could be the Ambrosia fight. It's like pretty good here. To be fair, so is Upgrade Pot. Yeah, Upgrade Pot's also pretty good. I'll just keep that, I guess. I can just kill both of them. Damn. Incense Burner. It's a good first relic. It's probably an alright first relic. Antifus I simply do not have the upgrade for right now, and I have a burner, so I try to steer clear of it. Kill this guy. Blocking this turn is fine. Killing this turn is also fine. The next fight can be Laga or Knob. Knob I don't really care about Incense Burner that much. I prefer it to be on 4, but that's just like not going to happen. And Laga, this is like actually a decent number, so. Is it a decent number though? Because I'm missing Reach Heaven with this. I think I do miss Reach Heaven to set up my burner for the fight. I can cut. If I hit Vigi, it's like fine. I hope to play Vigi next turn though. Just like a strike here. Block this turn. Play Reach Heaven. Play Eruption when the fight. Ambrosia if I absolutely need to. But I have like the flexibility now. You're no evil. Noted broken card. Can I kill it? I think I can probably kill it. Killing it here is pretty good. Killing it next turn is better though. It is like a decent amount better to kill it next turn. Like, how do I do that? I should have played Fear Not Evil first. I'm just gonna kill this turn. The Wish. Could play at some point with Mummified Hand a little bit. I just like Wish. A little bit better with Incense Burner. Me just liking Wish is probably the only actual reason I'm clicking it. Everything else is just kind of play pretend. Rich. Rich. Take 16 here. A bit intimidating. A bit intimidating, for sure. I mean, I'm invincible next turn. Why would I take 16? Because I have to redraw Wrath. I mean, I don't. I can just, like, do this. That's less than, like, 11 is 5 less than 16. It just, like, basically saves this HP. I want to block this turn anyway. Because I would like to kill 2 turns in the next fight to have burner set up for Slime Boss. Or who knows? Maybe Smoke Bomb this fight. Could happen. Like, kill this guy. We'll probably stall this fight pretty effectively. For, like, Wish and stuff. If I do this, we're like still frail. That's like weird. Probably just do this. Does open up some weird risk this turn though, that maybe just doesn't need to exist. Does this kill? 4 plus 8? No. I'd like to stall this to be on 5 again. Or on the other number. I just take it. Because if this is on the correct number, then I'm just totally fine. Like, there's nothing bad that can ever happen if this is on the right number. This is on 3. I'm just like, Slime Boss is dead. It's just how it is. Kind of just like Indignation, so I'm gonna add it. Also gives me 9 gold. What could ever be bad about 9 gold? I don't see a problem. Even if I draw badly in this fight, it doesn't matter. $45 damage right now. That sounds about right. Like, that's what I want to do, because it goes to 98 and then to 78. So 78 is good. I can kill it whenever I want. I want this on 5 if possible. These are really not doing anything at all. So I'm gonna take them. It probably just has to be Fusion Hammer. At least I have a lot of gold. Because, like, maybe in some cases the modified hand would be enough to justify not taking Fusion Hammer, but in this case it's very likely that I'll want to rest in my first fire in Act 2 anyway. I have a lot of gold to buy things that give me upgrades, like Lesson Learned and Apotheosis. No sustain currently. And a Wish I want to play, so I can trade HP to rest to, like, still get value out of my campfires by getting gold, basically. Farming events, kind of weird. Not terrible though. Also looking for like remove events, transform to event. I can rest at that fire if everything's going badly, and if it's going fine, I can go that way. It's like kind of chill. I don't really need Palm here. Just need to kill it. Wow, potions, incredible. Drop out is pretty good actually. Meditate. I could also just buy a bag of marbles. Buy meditate into bag of marbles. Fish. I can afford it even without fish. Bag of marbles is probably worth it. It kind of just detonates every elite for like a year. $50. Ritual dagger. That gives $9. To be fair to dagger here, it gives $9. Fish. Absolutely draw pot. Shackles. Shackles is alright. Just kind of expensive. The only problem with it. But definitely not bad. You can wait a little bit here. Play Wish next turn. Grab some dollar. And then just don't brick. Bricked a little bit, but every time I brick, I just get to set up my burner a little bit better for the next fight. Copium. Upgraded cards. I feel like upgraded cards a little bit. Like a Cut Through Fate Plus. It seems alright. Fight. I don't really want intercom. Not gonna lie. I want to like abuse the fact that my cards deal 1 trillion damage to the enemy. It's like kind of chill to me. Let's block 2 with this and then meditate back the Wish. Of course. You see like my point of like I will probably want to rest at the first fire, which is like a thing I'm probably gonna want to do, so mitigates the fusion hammer downside a lot. I have 2 potions and this burner is set up on 5. I have a 21 damage dagger. I can probably blow this guy up. I just grab Mental Fortress. So potential for damage taken next turn for sure. Kill her is an option next turn. Could grab back Vigi. And just like play a block line. I could grab back Indignation. A few options. I'll grab back Indignation because I think that unlocks the kill line on her next turn. If like I want to do that. Do I want to do that? I think kill all the minions and then go back into calm, and I take like a bit, but it's not so insanely bad. You know what am I thinking? Thinking this damage goes here no matter what. Yeah, 18 plus 18 plus 24, 36, 60. Probably should just kill her. Like a little bit too much HP losing, I think, there. The value I get is like okay, but the HP loss is very real, so. That is a lesson learned. So we definitely lesson learned over Dagger. Dagger's just gonna chill. Dagger's just a chill guy at this point. But it's like kind of important that I land lesson learned. There's Dagger here if I need to do something. But I do not. Ritual has upgraded Dagger. That makes it a little closer. Like, now I can definitely justify just taking the like the actual Dagger procs and just like lesson learning in multi-enemy fights. Like, hopefully this is Slavers. That's good. Don't often hope it's Slavers, but I think in this spot I'm hoping it's Slavers. 63, good number. $45. It's also a decent number. Can I kill it with that? Kinda have to. Oh, so I'm just going into calm, right? I guess I'm gonna take a Shamillion next turn. I will actually take a Shamillion though. I didn't even take a Shamillion. Took 0. Okay. Scrawl plus, very reasonable. So I know Fortress Plus is coming eventually. So I probably don't need like a Wallop in the deck. On the other hand, Wallop's kind of broken. I'm good. I see like a Wallop Plus that I don't have to upgrade with my lesson learned, then I'll think differently about it. Like, maybe change my mind. I'm gonna scroll in the deck if I get enough reason to play that line. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna go up to Dagger here. This burner on 5 does not do anything against Automaton, but getting it on something that does something against Automaton is just not feasible. This could hit Wish. Okay. I can recall, I can rest here. Go rest. Artifact strip. Bwom. You guys gonna take my scrawl? Unless. I want this turn. I can actually apply Vuln in this fight. Like, it's actually just a thing that I can do for some reason. Thing just took my eruption. Okay, this is definitely the right thing to pull then, right? Absolutely. Maybe I'll top 3 pot next turn. I could see it. I try to hit Wish with the top 3 pot. I could hit Meditate though. Doesn't sound like particularly good. Okay, this is the top 3 pot. Down. I think I'd hit there. Grab cut plus, easy. Just don't whiff. Yes. Cut Through Fate is a truly stupid card. That's a pyramid. Anybody else think that's a pyramid? Chat, in your opinion, is this a pyramid? Alright, I probably just hit Lesson Learned until I get Mental Fortress Plus, and then after that, I just do Dagger. I probably do. Unless Dagger's just like a convenient kill in some situation, then I can do that instead. I don't know, I just kind of like prefer the vibes of rocking Dagger. It's like cool. I actually can't. Oh. I just realized what I did. Throw HP for no reason is what I did. But I do think Lesson Learned proc is just more important. Okay, now we can just proc Dagger mindlessly. It's all daggers now. Let's go. Hog. Love that event. So cool. New Dagger and Lesson Learned in this fight. There's like a potion belt here. There's also a remove here though. One gold off of potion belt, kind of sad. At this point, Tark Shackles is a pretty good thing to have in your hand. Just kind of generally speaking. Especially with 2 layers of artifact strip. Just makes it even better. Just kill her. This thing does 100 damage for some reason. Proc Dagger instead, I guess. Or I could like get this instead, but I'll just grab my Dagger proc. GG. Gambler's Brew is okay. I have 2 Scrawls in my deck, though, so it feels a little bit pointless. Maybe it's a little bit better than this thing. Kunai GG. Kunai GG. That is 123. It's kind of embarrassing. I'm playing Vuln Wrath Watcher. I need to be able to kill things. Probably the easiest turn to play that card, so I'll just play it now. Mostly just wanted to enter column for 1 energy there. Bank could give me like a couple cool upgrades, I guess. Ninja Pot's whatever. Juzu Bracelet of the Gods. I did a deep breath, but like then I really want to hit my lesson learns. It's pretty good though. If I just hit a couple lesson learns. Nib with Dagger. That's pretty cool. Fan of that. We'll go to the fight. I mean, I've seen like all the bad events, right? That must be good. Yeah, it's pretty good. 1,000 gold's like okay. So yeah, hopefully I get Donu Deca so I can get 2 lesson learn procs while still getting all my dagger procs. It's already good that I got this fight. Thank you, lesson learned. I guess I could have taken that prostrate. It actually would be okay here. I have a lot of like cards in my hand, and I want an activator for Sanctity. kill it this turn if I want to. I'm like kind of fine killing it this turn. I have a Force Rest in the next act. It's like no universe where I'm walking into Act 4 with not enough HP, right? It's just not a thing that happens. Yeah, I'm kind of sad to see Time Eater here. I'm decent at the fight, but just kind of sad to be fighting it in general. Guy will go for dagger in this fight. Like Eruption plus Vigilance. Those are usually good cards to have in your hand. Is it dead? Probably not. I don't mind the idea of trying to kill it next turn, though. I can't meditate here. Huh. Can I play enough cards? Maybe I can play enough cards. Alright, Dagger, do your job. Thank you. Eviscerating the Time Eater is Dagger's goal in this type of deck. Alright. I have quite a bit of gold. I can do whatever I want in the shop, really. Removing a strike seems like a good start. Buying Frozen Eye. Buying Nunchaku seems good. Is blocking the debuff from the heart a bigger deal than just making my Sanctity full block? Than knowing my draw order? Probably knowing my draw order is a bit better than that, right? It's just I float a lot more gold if I buy those. But that's fine. Thank you, Wish. Classic behavior. Probably draw pretty aggressively here. $48 plus 122. 132. 48 plus 132 sounds lethal. Die. I want this on 4 for sure. Oh shit. So I can do this. Can't play that. Sure. Do this. Kill here with lesson learned. Alright, great. Scrawl plus Dupe Pot. Dupe Pot is probably better than Ambrosia. I mean, energy's cool, but duping Mental Fortress is, yeah. Extremely silly. Let's just keep Ambrosia. Let's just go like this. Like, what bagger prep now? A billion scrolls in my deck. Probably pretty chill. Did bottom deck Fortress and the thing, and I can't refresh a Frozen Eye with the thing, so do have to kind of draw slowly here, which is a little bit unfortunate. I guess I don't have to. I can just do like this. What other purpose does this card serve but to like make me faster on a turn like that? Could play this card. Sure. I do lose the 50-50. That's pretty chill though. Big deal. No big deal at all. Could cut into the one thing. And I could play Vigi, but I'll just play Dagger into Slime Strike, I guess. This gives me perfect scry information. Lets me just like swap stances a few times, basically. And that just full blocks, basically. Very close to it. I should be able to kill in 2 turns here, to be honest. Turns on Pinda, which gives me a huge damage push here. Alright, GG. Very much a watcher run. Watcher type of run here. Alright, cool. Solid run. Both runs were solid. So, I don't know if I should force myself to play more games like I did yesterday. It didn't go very well. Like after 2 runs, I'm kind of out of ability to motivate myself to play more. At least right now. However, I can do a silent card tier list. That should be fun. Does that sound cool, chat? Want to see a silent card tier list? I'm actually kind of excited to make this one, the silent card one, because I don't know, I just find ranking silent cards more interesting than ranking the other characters. I don't know why. There's just like something more interesting about it to me. Like fundamentally. Just the way the character works makes it more interesting, I guess. Yeah, before I get to that, or maybe I could just jump right into it. Yeah, I have like an hour left before the next ad. Yeah, I could just jump right into it. I don't need to play an ad. I got enough time to yap about silent cards. So if you don't know already, I'm trying to finish all of my Slay the Spire tier lists, or like get a last version of them out before Spire 2 comes out. And this one's kind of interesting to me. Like maybe the most interesting out of all the character ones. Silent. I just like actually find Silence cards to be more well balanced, sort of. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I can more easily distinguish between the good and bad cards on the other characters in some ways, rather than Silent. Like there's a lot of like caveats and stuff. Not to say there aren't broken cards, because there definitely are. All right, let's get started. Accuracy. Immediately starting with a weird one. Accuracy is so strange. Like silent synergy. This is what I find so interesting about ranking silent cards and just like talking about silent strategy in general. Is like too early on late game tier lists. I don't think that actually matters that much. Personally, like when I'm talking about the cards, I'll explain which ones. Like I'm gonna place them like where they belong, like taking into account early and late game, and you can just like listen to what I say about where they're good. Like a tier list can never fully contextualize everything. Like it just can't be, like you can't ever actually put all the context in one tier list. So you kind of have to listen to what I say about the card. Like what I'm going to say about accuracy, which is like in early game, if you have a Blade Dance in your deck, accuracy is just immediately very good. Like I'm always happy adding an accuracy when a Blade Dance is my damage card. It makes the late game better. It makes the early game better. It's just like a solid enhancement to the deck. Like accuracy Blade Dance is one of the easiest ways to kill Act 1 boss. Like it just works. It kills Guardian, kills Hexaghost, kills Slime Boss, and Blade Dance is a damage common. So this thing just kind of gets in pretty often because you add this thing all the time. Like accuracy's power level is mostly defined by the fact that Blade Dance is so good. It's not really that like Shiv synergies or accuracy's numbers are like so insane. It's just that Blade Dance is so ridiculously good that like accuracy gets to going great. There's gonna be like there's gonna be like a clear pattern in the like ranking of cards here, and that's that the best cards in the game, or the best cards on Silent, are often going to be these powers. I value powers in general on Silent more than I do any other character, because Silent can more easily play into synergy spaces that like just put 3 1-cost powers in play on turn 1 without much risk. Like Silent can block for low amounts of energy while deploying powers that help her block. Silent has adrenaline. Silent has things like acrobatics. It's part of the reason why I think energy relics are good on Silent. Like Mummified Hand is definitely the best on Defect, but like Silent gets close to how good Mummified Hand is, and accuracy is a 1-cost power, so it just naturally gets enhanced in the synergy spaces that I want to find myself in, which is like streamlined decks that have like 5 powers in them, and you just play the powers and you win. It was a discovery phase I went through at some point with Silent when I realized that I could play like 1 damage power, any kind of damage power, 1 block power, and 1 like consistency power, and just kind of win every fight in the game. Like I can play Footwork, I can play Well Plans, and then I can play Fumes. That's like the classic combo. And then I just kind of win. I can play Tools of the Trade, I can play After Image, and I can play Accuracy, and I also just kind of win. Like these types of, like Silent has multiple different ways of doing that type of like salt damage. So like there are better ones, of course, like Envenom's like not a very good version of that, but there's cards like Fumes that exist as well. So I think I'd put Acrobatics in Broken. Would I? Probably not, actually. Probably top of Great. This will be like, these cards have like a separation between them, but I mean Acro is phenomenal, like absolutely amazing card draw. The fact that it exists at all like changes how Silent works fundamentally. This is a card that's so good that you can click it in early game even if it doesn't do a lot, just because it actually does. Like you add it in your early game deck and your damage does go up, even if your energy even if your energy is like a little bit hindered by the fact that you have aggro in your deck and you need to add energy like options. Like it just helps you build a good deck, putting the aggro in your deck early, and then late game obviously this card just gets clicked like very aggressively all the time. It's just very good card draw. Right, Adrenaline's probably like top 3 cards on the character because Adrenaline plays very well into great as solid. No, good is solid. Great is like very good card that like I want to play into its synergy space very often because it's just powerful. Aggro is just powerful. Like I want to play into what aggro is doing like pretty often. And Adrenaline just kind of goes into the exact kind of synergy space I find myself in with Silence so often, which is that like I have 3 powers in my deck and I want to play those powers. This card just says play a power on it. That's like you can kind of read the text of this card as like your power becomes a 0 cost card that you didn't actually have to draw. Like your power just gets put in play with no downside anymore. That's kind of what Adrenaline does. Like Adrenaline minus at least. And Adrenaline plus kind of does that for 2 cards, but doesn't give you as much card advantage. That's insane. Like with the way I play Silent, being able to just play an Adrenaline and then put Fumes in play, and that Fumes is basically free to play. It's ridiculous. Like this card is so good. Definitely one of the best. Afterimage also one of the best powers. I might blitz through this one a little bit faster. I do find it very interesting, but maybe want to like speed it up a little bit. Afterimage I also find to be one of the best. It's the best defensive scaling power probably on the character. It's like a strategy defining power. You can like kind of define your strategies around the fact that this card exists. And it's basically the only reason shivs are enabled in the game, in my opinion. Like you can play shivs with other things, but they need to deal a lot of damage for them to be good enough in the heart and time eater if you don't have something like an afterimage, especially the heart. It's just such a good card in the heart. Halving beat to death is absolutely huge, and it's good in all other parts of the game. Even from Whale, this card performs in every hallway fight. I do think it's probably worse than Adrenaline, but incredible card. Alchemize is an interesting one. I'd either put Alchemize it like here or just like here. I don't really know where I'd put it. Because like if you do cringe stalling, Alchemize is the best card in the entire game. If you like actually abuse cringe stalling. If you don't abuse cringe stalling, it's just like one of the best cards in the game instead of being the best card in the game. I don't abuse cringe stalling anymore, like stalling for infinite potions. So I'm just gonna put this here because I do kind of think it's a little worse than Adrenaline. It's better from Whale than Adrenaline, but I think in my average Silent deck, I will click this over clicking this. Isn't cringe stalling optimal play? Yes, obviously. The Serialist isn't about optimal play, it's about how I play the game. I can never tell you what optimal play is. All right, all out attack. Good. What is this cringe stalling? You can basically use card creation cards like Discovery or Magnetism to create nightmares, and then use the nightmares to duplicate your alchemizes to make infinite potions. And this allows you to, like in fights that you can stay in the fight forever. And this allows you to make ghosts in a jar, basically, and heal to full. And if you do that, if you abuse that thing, then Alchemize is probably the best card in the entire game because you can do it more often than you might think. Genuinely. I just avoid that altogether on Silent. You don't have to do it very often. Like it's very rare that you actually have to do it. So it's fine to just avoid it. But if you do not avoid it, then doing that will basically win you every game you see Alchemize in, like pretty often. All right, All Out Attack is just like an okay damage card. I don't really think I'll put it anywhere but good. It's just a card you click early. I mean, it's kind of just mid, but like we'll see what ends up in mid. I have a feeling her terrible tier is going to be like kind of small. So like maybe this is like bottom of good. It's like a damage card I'm totally fine with adding early. I just like am. The numbers are just good enough. They're just barely good enough. Like if this card dealt 1 less damage, it would be like bottom of mid / terrible. It just like barely reaches the threshold of being a solid damage card. 1,000 Cuts. 1,000 Cuts is probably just terrible. I wanted to like this card for a long time. Like I was like actively trying to make 1,000 Cuts a good card. But where I'm at with drafting on Silent, this card should basically never get in my deck unless it's like from Whale. Like if it's from Whale, it's like a Slime Boss Act and I need to take it over whatever the other options are. is like kind of, and just Slam Boss Act in general, where I need the extra damage, is basically the only position this card should ever get in my deck in. And yeah, that's pretty bad. Like the fact that it's only that one position, and there are a lot of other ways you can solve that fight, and then this immediately becomes like just a card you don't want to add. I know I'm saying I like powers a lot on Silent, but I like 1-cost powers, and I like good 1-cost powers, and I just want to put those in my deck, not something like this. It might be bottom of mid, but we'll see what ends up at terrible, if it like feels like it belongs or not. I think Blade Dance I'll put on top of great. Like, it's not the absolute premium best card on the character, but it is a character defining damage card, obviously. Like, it's just an obscene amount of damage for 1 energy in early game on Silent. Like, 1 energy deal 12 that also scales into late game. Like, I talk about it pretty often, like how much this card warps the character and how much you can get away with on the character because of Blade Dance does make 3 shivs. And that's just stupid. Like, it's an extremely stupid card. One of the best damage cards in the whole game, maybe the best damage common. Maybe Cut Through Fate's the best damage common, but it's like up there. Maybe it is the best damage common, it might be. All right, I do think I think less of Backflip than I do of Acrobatics. Maybe even like so much less that I'll put it top of good. Backflip's really good though. Yeah, Backflip's really good. I play into dexterity blocking strategies pretty often because I just kind of click footwork pretty aggressively. I buy things like Smoothstone, I buy Kunai, I actively search out for dexterity strategies to win the game with. And because I'm doing that, Backflip is pretty good. If you don't do that as much and you play into other kind of synergy spaces, Backflip does get a little bit worse while Acro doesn't. But yeah, the way I play Silent, it's probably bottom of good. I still think Acro is better, but it's good. Backstab better or worse than Blade Dance? It's probably like, I mean, it's like around the same tier as Blade Dance. Backstab is like the best damage card on this character. It's just an uncommon, and then like in late game it kind of falls off, so you don't add it to your deck in late game, and it's an uncommon, so you might only see it in late game. So I probably wouldn't put it as high as Blade Dance in terms of like character defining stuff, but it's very powerful. Like, it's a card you want to just click the first one you see. It will enhance your deck, you know, unless you're dying to Lagavulin and you need to take something else. You basically always want this. It's just so good for front load damage on the character, and front load damage is unbelievably good on Silent, and this is the best front load damage you could possibly ask for, so it's just very good. Great Dance greater than S tier? What do you mean? Is it S tier like Bowling Bash? We're not talking about Bowling Bash, are we? Yeah, maybe I missed something. All right, Bane is one of the terrible damage commons. Very, very, very bad damage common. Not even worth talking about. It's terrible. Blur, I think I'd put in bottom or like in great at this point. It's kind of interesting. Like, a lot of my decks, because of the way I'm playing the character, just kind of wind up with 2 blurs in them. Like, I just, at some point twice in the run, I just see a blur and I click it and it's just good. Like, I just play into it, and like the way I play Silent, cards like Blur and Dodge are all gotten a little bit better, and Blur especially has gotten quite a lot better. So hard to explain. There's a lot going into why Blur is getting better for me on the character, but where I'm at right now, I think I put it here. Bouncing Flask is aggressively mediocre. One of the worst poison cards that exists. It's still a poison card, so it's not terrible because Catalyst exists, and this enables Catalyst, and anything that enables Catalyst isn't terrible. I don't think I could justify putting in terrible if it enables Catalyst, and Catalyst is definitely not terrible. So, but it is one of the worst enablers. Just the random targeting is so annoying. Like, it's actually so hard to use in so many fights, and the fights that it's good in, other things can just do a better job in anyway. So I probably put it here. There are like a few, like a lot of the poison cards are actually pretty bad. Poison as a strategy is extremely overpowered because Catalyst exists, but a lot of the poison cards are actually kind of bad. And poison synergy cards are kind of bad. It's just that there are some that are very good that exist, so they enhance the strategy overall, but this is pretty bad. Bullet time, I don't find myself wanting that often, but it does get in sometimes. And maybe I put it at bottom of good. I'm like pretty happy with bullet time, like where it is for me strategically. Like, it's not something I never take, but I don't want to build the deck that Bullet Time is good in. It just happens to be good in a lot of silent decks that like need more energy and have a decent amount of draw, or have like Pyramid or Snecko or something. Like, just kind of happens that Bullet Time has a lot of synergy spaces that it just immediately dominates in. So I don't think I can justify putting it in mid because of that. Can justify putting Burst in mid. If Burst is good, you'll know it's good. If you have like Apparitions or your poison combo kind of relies on Burst. Burst immediately kind of turns on. Doing things like Burst Blur is pretty good. But it sort of just takes too much, and the card is too desperate for the upgrade for it to actually be a good card. It's just kind of whatever. It'll probably be towards the top of mediocre, but I do think it's kind of mediocre overall. Like, it's not a card you want to see on your rare screen going out of Act 1. And if it's not a card I ever really want to see on my rare screen going out of Act 1, it's pretty bad. Like, this card I'm actually happy to see going out of my rare screen on Act 1, like, often enough that it's good, and this card, that's just not true on, so. Put it there. Cal Gamble I'd put like in acro tier, maybe like one level below acro. Very powerful card. Easy to overestimate what it does, but because like when it does insane stuff, it's like just completely broken. But I do want this card in my deck basically every single run. So I still think I'd put the damage cards over the draw cards in this situation, but just because the damage cards actually like are so important for silent functioning as a character, but I like how Gamble actually isn't that important for silent functioning as a character. It's just a pretty good draw option, and obviously has a lot of synergy with things like Reflex and Tactician, which are pretty good cards. So I mean, all these are pretty close, to be honest. There's like a separation maybe between Cal Gamble and accuracy, but we'll fill that out to where that separation becomes more obvious. Burst Blur holds block for 2 turns. Yes, it does. It does indeed. Caltrops is like bottom of mid. It's like the worst way to solve damage with your 1-cost power because it only works in certain fights. Like certain fights, Caltrops just doesn't solve your damage. So once the upgrade kind of badly, no. But it solves your damage in some of the most important fights to solve damage in. Something like, maybe I'll put it above Bouncing Flask. Something like the Heart and something like Time Meter. Caltrops just does an immense amount of damage. So yeah, that's pretty solid, but not good. Like, definitely not a good card. Do a Defect tier list yet? Defect would be next after this one. All right, Catalyst. What a stupid card Catalyst is. Catalyst is just kind of broken. Ever pick Kata before I have poison? I mean, if the situation calls for it, yes, I've done that before. I'll put it here. It's just such a game-definingly broken card, like Catalyst is. Which higher do I rate Bouncing Flask with Snecko Skull? A decent amount higher. If it comes upgraded, like, it's better. It's probably good somewhere. Like, this game is all about numbers and all about, and cards can increase in value very quickly. Like, if you have like 5 strength, this card, and like a bunch of, you have like Twisted Funnel and a bunch of strength, this card's like pretty good. It's like a Glass Knife plus that's good. Yeah. This card can jump up pretty fast. It comes upgraded. You have poison already, like 20 damage for 1 energy and slavers. Like, that's pretty good, but just in general, it's here, you know. If you're in Slime Boss and you need damage, this like, there's always qualifiers in this game. That's why I don't think you actually have to separate between early game and late game, because there's always qualifiers. Like, they just always exist. So you just like rank the cards based on how strong they are overall for like silent synergy packages. Is what I'm doing here. And Catalyst is the poison definer. Like, poison functions because Catalyst is as broken as it is. Like, this card just kills everything. It actually just kills everything in the entire game. Everything just dies to this thing. Just a stupidly powerful damage card. I'll put it here. I'll put it there. I'll put it there. Choke is extremely mid. It feels like it should just be with Bouncing Flask. I feel like they're like about the same power level of damage. Maybe Choke's like a bit better than Bouncing Flask. Maybe a bit better than, it's like a bit better in the early game, maybe. It's still pretty bad. It has like decent synergy with Blade Dance, decent synergy with something like Bullet Time. It can get in your deck. It's very good with Necromonicon. One of the best attacks in the game, honestly, with Necromonicon. Just does a ridiculous amount of damage. But yeah, overall not very good. Cloak and Dagger, another pretty mediocre card. Maybe I put it better than Choke though. Cloak and Dagger basically like is good if you have like if it comes up graded, if you have the synergy package for it, like you have the after damage, the accuracy, the footwork, like those types of cards in your deck. Anything that makes these numbers better, things like strength make these numbers better. And eventually the numbers get high enough and it's actually good, but it defaults at numbers that are too small to be good. All right, I'll put Concentrate at bottom of mid. I don't think I'll put it in terrible quite because it does enable some like strategies with reflex, but it's not what you want to be doing. Like you want to be doing acro into like gamble reflex. Like you want to discard tactician. You don't want to play this card. Like it's the worst discard synergy card maybe, but it's still good enough that it gets in your deck sometimes. Like it is good enough that it gets in your deck sometimes. Maybe just because discard synergy is so good, I'll put it here. Corpse Explosion. Bottom of grade? Maybe. It's one of the actual good poison cards, like I was talking about earlier, how like there's a kind of a separation between the bad poison cards and the good poison cards. This is one of the good poison cards. It can kind of carry your damage and enables you to take Catalyst, which is a pretty valuable thing for a card to be able to do. So yeah, it's a pretty good damage card. Go boom. Corpse Explosion, go boom. Pretty good. All right, Crippling Cloud. It's another one. Like this is probably the most mid damage card out of all of them, really. Like poison damage card, but it also applies weakness. That's like why. Like the numbers on this card are pretty bad, but the weakness is fine. If you have the energy to actually play it, if you have the upgrade for it, this card gets significantly better. Probably put it at bottom of good. It's like barely a good card. Well, I put Dagger Spray in terrible. I don't think so, actually. Silent needs Dagger Spray sometimes. Like you just like kind of do. You just like actually just kind of do need that card. That minus is like the lowest dopamine card ever. Yeah, it's like down there with the lowest dopamine cards. 4 poison is just nothing. Just feels like nothing at least. It's really quite bad. I'm gonna put Dagger Spray here. I respect this card. It's bad, but I respect it. Dash goes right next to Cloak and Dagger. They're the same card. Deadly Poison can go right next to Bouncing Flask. It's like a little bit better, I guess. But like these are the bad poison damage cards. I'll put it above this one. I don't know. Maybe Choke's too high. It's kind of hard. Like these cards are all kind of bad. These cards are like a little bit better. I'll use this as the separator between like kind of bad damage cards and kind of okay cards. All right, Deflect is like a card you have to play with a lot to really understand when it's good and when it's bad. And once you understand that, it's like fine. It's a card you want to add when it's good and never want to add when it's bad. It's very, very, very bad to add it when it's bad, and you need to be very, very careful to not add it when it's bad. So just watch out for it. It's a card you have to beware of. That Deadeye is definitely good. Maybe even great. It's such an efficient damage card. I've been like clicking this more over other things. Like I'll just like see Die versus Malaise and I'll just click Die and I'm just happy just to have the extra damage in my deck. That Exhaust doesn't get in the way later. My opinion of Die has gone up a little bit. Maybe it's gone up too high, but I'm just gonna put it next to C. I actually view these as like similarly good AoE damage cards at this point. Distraction's obviously terrible. Dodge Roll is like top of mid, bottom of good. Put it top of mid. I prefer over something like Deflect for like a dexterity scaling card. It's like more useful in the fights that are actually difficult. So I have a decent opinion of it. Not a high opinion of it, but I have a decent opinion of it. Doppelganger is also mid. There's a lot of mid cards in this character. Wow. It's okay though. Maybe I'll put it bottom of good, just to have more cards in good. And like, I don't think too lowly of this card. It does get in my deck if I see it early enough, often enough. If I already have a good deck, this card's obviously terrible. But it enhances bad decks in a good way, and I guess that matters. You could debate it down here though. Agony's like a solid damage option in the early game. It's just solid. There's like nothing wrong with it. It's pretty good. And Venom is never good. Ever. It goes with the other bad poison cards, probably. Just like in that zone. I actually think Escape Plan's pretty good. Not great, but it's like pretty good. I'm gonna put it here. It's because it's actually worse than a Venom. Probably, yeah, probably. And Venom, like, if it comes upgraded, is more powerful than 1,000 Cuts coming upgraded. And then, like, you can strip Artifact with it in the heart fight. Like, Cuts is just not even, like, real. Like, it doesn't actually... If you build the deck sign building, at least, you, like, don't actually want 1,000 Cuts in your deck. Well, like, you get, like, a random Venom minus or Snecko Skull synergy or stuff like that. Like, I do kind of want Envenom in my deck just to strip Artifact in the Act 4 fights and like donate your deck and stuff. This card just says Artifact Strip on it, and like Artifact Strip is very good on this character. This card doesn't like do anything. You have to spend 2 energy on it. It's kind of bad. I want it to be good. Like I wanted to put it here because like I love this card, but maybe the fact that I love this card and I know it's bad is making me put it lower than it actually is. But I do love the card. One of my favorite cards in the game is 1,000 Cuts. Eviscerate? Is Eviscerate great? I don't know. I love Prepared, so I'll put Eviscerate in great because I love Prepared. Let's put Pog Paired and Broken. No, not actually. I will put it with Count Gamble though. Cards are actually about as good as each other. People just don't realize it. This card's like actually insane. Repair is actually insane. I'll put both of these in this tier because like Prepared enables this as a damage card, and I play into that synergy all the time on this character. Terrible card. I don't know where it should go in here, but it's terrible. Finisher actually is pretty good. I'm gonna put it up here, top of good damage cards. If I have a Blade Dance, like this card just kind of kills everything. It's actually like ridiculously consistent. Touch Jets is mid for sure. Put it with Dash. Maybe a bit better than these cards. I don't know. Expertise is terrible, but what is my tier list rating on fun? It's expertise like super fun. It's fun with Concentrate. If you have like that synergy, it's pretty fun. Flying Knee is also kind of mid. I don't know where to put Flying Knee. I'm just gonna put it like here. Deal with it. Deal with it. Footwork. Holy Broken. What is that? Broken card. Insane 1-cost power build. Like I just put this card in my deck and I'm happy. I just win every game. I see Footwork early, I just click it. I just click 2 Footworks. And I walk into Gremlin Knob and I win somehow. Don't ask me how I do that. I just do it. The game is very well balanced, okay? Alright, Glass Knife's like a rare, so it's kind of hard to see when it's good, and then you have to upgrade it, which is pretty cringe, so I'll put it down here. It's a lot to have to do. Oh, my stream was lagging. Alright. Grand Finale. Unlucky. Heel Hook. Damn. Infinite Blades. Mid. Overrated. Overrated mediocre card. It's fine. You can blame a card for being rare. I mean, it's just like the thing this is trying to do is be a good damage card in early game, right? And like you don't see it often enough in early game for it to fulfill that role. So it's just like good damage cards in early game that are rare, like a little bit worse than good damage cards in early game that are like, you know, Blade Dance. Also, this scales better into late game than Glass Knife does. Lexute's probably the best block card in the character, so I'll put it besides Wraith Form, of course. Yeah, besides Wraith Form. Yeah, it's probably like here. Well, Ace is a card that like goes down more and more for me the more I like figure out how to block with this character, but it's still probably good, right? How bad can Malaise be? It can't possibly be that bad. Like, no way it's that bad. Accuracy probably shouldn't be like above these cards, right? Probably should be bottom of this tier, honestly. All right, Masterful Stab. Definitely mid. Just gonna put it with Flying Knee. Fume. The best card in the entire game. The best. It's not even close. There's nothing even that like compares to the power level of this card in this game. Okay, I do kind of think this card is insanely broken. How insanely broken do I think it is? I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it there. It can't possibly be better than Footwork, right? There's like no way. I don't know. These are just the broken one cost powers. They're all just broken. They're all just broken. Nightmare's like good and mid at the same time. Can I like put it in good and mid at the same time? It's a pretty good card. It's better than Burst, right? Like surely. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in good. I'm gonna put it above these cards even. I'll put it above this card. I don't know. Nightmare's kind of sweet. I'm gonna put it with Bullet Time. 3 cost skills can be next to each other. It looks nice. And like I don't want to use this card to scale, but it works. It does the job. I have a pretty high opinion of it, honestly. Outmaneuver is maybe the best terrible card, actually. Or the like worst mid card. I don't really know. Doesn't get in very often, but when it does, it's pretty sick. I'm gonna put it here. PK mid. I used to think this card was good. I do not think this card is good anymore. Piercing Whale, absolutely insane run defining nonsense. The best common in the whole game for a reason. Everyone knows how good this card is. Just turns off so many fights, turns off so many important turns. Like so many important turns where you die in this game are just like solved by this one common that you can retain with this card. Absolutely ridiculous. Poison Stab mid. Another mid damage card. But all these mid damage cards are like actually kind of okay by each other. I feel like these cards end up in my deck more often than Burst does. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. So with PK, you just like want to put an upgrade into it, which kind of sucks. And like it sucks to have to upgrade the card for it to be like good enough. And often just you don't have the actual time to upgrade, especially since you want to upgrade the other damage cards to enhance the PK. So it just gets in this really awkward spot. If you have an Apo, this thing is kind of good, but if you don't, it's just like too much pressure on your upgrades while simultaneously being an inconsistent damage card. Like sometimes this thing does 6 damage. It's kind of messy of a messy card. I'll put Predator on top of good. Kind of feels weird to put Predator below Eviscerate, but I feel like I'm playing so often into prepared damage like synergy packages that probably is true. Quick Slash maybe top of Terrible. Seems based. Dagger Throw maybe top of the mid damage cards. Maybe bottom of the good damage cards. Like kind of does something, but like I never want to actually add it to my deck. Reflex is like actually pretty good. Is it great? Is Reflex great? For you, Croven. I'm gonna put it up here for you, Croven. Riddle's obviously terrible. You need like the boot or whatever to make it decent. Setup is terrible. There's more terrible cards than I thought there were. Skewer is fine. I'll put it with these guys. Slice is actually terrible. Very bad. Sneaky Strike I'll put like with this guy. I like both okay damage cards. I'm gonna put this at the bottom of this tier. Biggest Slice hater I've seen. I think I want to add it about as often as I had Quick Slash. They're like the top tier bad damage cards. But honestly, are they like so much worse than like Choke? Maybe they're not. I feel like these guys can be friends. Are they better than Bouncing Flask? These guys are all just so bad. So bad. I never want to add those cards to my deck. Slice is a respectable damage card in early game, but I am higher than what Slice is providing most of the time. Storm Steel is like a bad card until you have the thing that makes it broken. Like if you have like Tingsha, Bandages, or like Dead Branch, this thing is immediately pretty good. Especially if you have more than one of those, this thing becomes like insane, but by default, this thing is very bad. Just does not do what you want it to do. Suck Punch, because it sucks. Tactician. Worse than Reflex. Like, actually. That was like an old Baylor opinion. And everyone was like, I can't believe Baylor thinks Tactician's worse than Reflex. And this is like, he's actually just truing. Just truing. Probably the best here. Going a little bit fast. I have a very high opinion of Tools of the Trade. I'm gonna put it with Prepared where it belongs. These guys are all sick. Well, that sucks. Broken. Sadly. That's probably how I'd rank those cards. We live in the world where Wraithform is the best. It is the best card on this character. It just kind of is. It's just like a fact. It creates an entire synergy package all on its own. Like just this card existing in the card pool completely warps the character. That's how good this card is. Absolutely stupid. These cards are like all the same. Like there's like a little bit of a separation between Dash and these, but like I don't think any of these cards are like maybe Outmaneuver is like a bit worse than Choke or something. It'll look nicer if I push this down. Yeah, it looks nicer. I don't think Expertise is that bad. Well, I do. I do think Expertise is that bad, and this is my tier list. Speaking of, chat. What do you think of the tier list? Do you hate any of the placements? Or are there any grievances in chat? Any people dislike some of these placements? Vibes kind of say this is pretty good. Finale deserves more. All right, sure. I'll put Malaise with these other rares. I don't know, I kind of click these like with the same level of excitement nowadays. But Wildlife Plan's second after Wraithform. Yeah, Adrenaline's better than Wildlife Plan's. Not surprised me saying Die is comparable to CE. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at myself. Like, I might be wrong, but like, I'm clicking it like it's as good as CE, and I'm very happy with the results so far. Like, when I'm paying attention to the runs and I'm like seeing what's happening when I take the card, I'm just like very happy with the card over like things like Malaise and Corpse Explosion in that kind of spot. Especially like Malaise. I just like the extra damage is so nice. Yeah, CE like feels higher impact and it's artifact strip in late game, so I still think it's better than Die. I think. But that does the thing that the decks that I'm building kind of want an AoE card to do. Like it's kind of filling that purpose exactly how I want it to fill that purpose. Like it's one of the cards I'm happiest seeing from rare, or I'm like almost happier to add Die than Corpse Explosion from rare card at Meow. In Defect 2, maybe I'm happier adding Corpse Explosion, but it kind of depends on the deck composition. I might be overrating it right now because I'm like experimenting it with it specifically. Like I'm trying to think higher of it, but. If all the poison cards are bad, well, not all the poison cards are bad. Noxious Fuma is broken. You see, it's up there with broken cards. Honestly, Catalyst is broken. Like, it is broken. It's just like, when is it broken and how easy is it to make broken? I don't really know. You could argue me to put it up here genuinely. It is that good. The text on it's just, you need like a poison potion to break Catalyst. Like, it's so easy to just break Catalyst entirely. It's not a hard card to break. Terra not being broken tier. Terra is a good 1-cost power. It's not as good as Fuma, though. It's like the same. I put these like very close to each other. Like the separation between this and this is not very big, you know. Not really. I don't know. There's like some stuff I might shift around if I like thought about it a ton, but I'm like pretty happy with this on its face. You go Terra over Fumes usually? No. If it's like floor 1, yes. Yes, I will click Terra over Fumes on floor 1. But in general, not really. In general, I want to build decks where Fumes just wins the game. Seen Flechettes carry quite a bit. I've seen all of these damage cards like in this area do a lot. Like all of these can like do a lot of stuff for you. Flechettes is like kind of the hardest to activate, which is why it's a little lower, but if it does activate, it is pretty good. None of these cards are like terrible. These cards kind of start to get terrible like down here, and these cards are actually terrible. It's just looks correct to me with how I'm playing Silent right now. Maybe it's not, but it like just feels like it looks correct to me. Do you have any opinion on the ranking of the 1-cost powers in themselves? What do you mean, like which one's better than which one, or what? Probably kind of depends on how you play. I think proper play, probably it is this order. Probably with proper play. Because probably with proper play, this card is defining your entire play style. But if you play like the way I'm playing right now, probably Footwork's a bit better than Well-Laid Plans. It's like I want to kind of push Wraithform out a little bit. Wraithform is just like so stupid that like you just want to retain your intangible and win every single game that you retain your intangible, but the runs are very samey when you do that, so it gets very boring. So like I try to make decks that like block with blur, and I think it's good. Like I think that strategy should be in your like the way you're playing the character for sure. And like cards like Footwork, cards like Blur, Backflip, like these cards are good in the way I see it. But probably Wraithform's just so stupid that Well-Laid Plans is better because this combo is game breaking. Character's just better without Wraithform? Yes, genuinely. If you just remove Wraithform from the game, this character is more interesting. Like you just remove it from the game. It's like it's the most toxic card that exists in the entire game for like the game's balance and making the game fun and stuff. And who knows, maybe it's not the best silent card. I think it's probably the best silent card. Especially if you don't do cringe Alchemized Stalling, it's probably the best silent card. Want pyramid and wildlife plans. I'm more okay with wildlife plans. Pyramid can go though, for sure. I agree with that. Wildlife plans is fine. I like your opinion of it as Omega High. Yeah, I mean, I could be overvaluing Retain Intangible. It just feels like when I see Wildlife Plans at Wraith form, I win the game. And Wildlife Plans also fits into every other strategy you can conceive on the character. Like, you want to retain whales, you want to retain, like, all your things. It's, like, obviously just an incredible one-cost power to play. But these cards are pretty close to each other. Relic tier list. I already made a relic tier list a few days ago, or like 5 or 6 days ago, something like that. I made a relic and a boss relic tier list separately, and then yesterday I made an ironclad tier list. I'm gonna post them as YouTube videos, and then they're on Reddit right now. Like, there's some Reddit posts that were made about them. I don't know. I can see the order of these shifting around a little bit, but fundamentally these are the cards I'm looking for. Like, in a run of Silent, I'm looking for these, like, one-cost powers, and like also Terror to a certain extent, and Tools of the Trade. But these cards aren't that much worse than these. Like, all of these cards are kind of the synergy space I'm playing into on Silent. And here's like where it gets like a little bit more specific. Like, I kind of need to see specific things. Like, I want these cards in my deck. I want like the synergy spaces these cards lead me to. And these cards like get in when they're good. These cards get in if I need them. That's kind of how it is. Like, these cards get in if you need them. These cards don't get in. These cards get in if you need them. These cards get in if they are good. These cards just kind of get in. And these cards like break the character. They define the strategy that you're going for, basically. Where would Apotheosis go in Broken Tier? Like, if Apotheosis is in this character's card pool, it'd probably just be the best card on the character. Yeah, it would probably just be the best card on the character. Probably. I mean, I have to play with it, but I'd imagine that would be the best card on the character. That'd be my guess. Apotheosis is game defining for Silent as it stands. Like, Silent doesn't even have Apotheosis in your card pool. You have to find it in shops and stuff, and it's already run defining. Like, it's already run defining in a lot of Silent runs because you click it every time you see it, and it breaks every run you get in it. Just an incredible card. Like, having like Silent may be the only character that has a run defining card that like is like kind of core to the character's strategy that is a colorless card. I don't think any other character has that to that extent. Because Apo is just so stupid on this character. It's so good. It's so good. But anyway, I think I'm like okay with this list. There's maybe some stuff I would shift around. Probably if I made it again, some stuff would go up and some stuff would go down. Die Die Die, I'm not sure about the placement. I could see it going down. I'm experimenting with it right now, and it feels very good, but I might like see some weaknesses at some point that I don't like. Right now it's feeling good though, so I'll put it here. Like, taking over other good rares, basically. I'll save the image when I'm done streaming. But starting cards worse than terrible? No, I wouldn't say so. I'd say Neutralize is better than like these cards. Neutralize is actually like probably good. Bottom of good, maybe, something like that. Yeah, better than Crippling Cloud. It's a pretty good weakness card. Survivor's like, it says 8 on it. Like, 8's like a crazy block, like crazy number to have on a card on Silent. Like, look at these cards that are in great tier. And they say 5 on them. And this card says 8 on it. Like, holy shit. You see any other card here that says 8 on it? No. Nothing. Dash. Yeah. 2 energy. Yeah, Silent's like starter cards are pretty good. These two at least. They're not Watcher good, but they are pretty good. Alright, anyway. I hope you enjoyed my yapping chat. Do you enjoy the tier list? I lose viewers as I'm making the tier list, so like I kind of wonder if people don't enjoy them, but yeah. I try to make them interesting. They're almost done. Like, after Silent and after Watcher, I'm just done. So I'll be back to just playing every stream. I just want to make them for now. I want to like get them all made before Spire 2 comes out, basically. So I can have like a definitive final list before Spire 2 comes out. Miss this one, all the others. Just be there for the defect one. It's mostly just like a delivery way of like talking about my thoughts on the cards. Like, not like you can actually play off of a tier list. Don't listen to Zeknar. You can't actually play off a tier list. Please don't do that. You can try. It'll be okay, but... What I would say is, like, click prepared. If you're going to take anything away from this tier list, take away that prepared and, like, tools of the trade, and that effect of draw one, discard one is, like, actually broken, and you should try to define your entire silent strategy around that effect existing. It's stupid. Just as your engine stuff, like, that's just very good. I never get to raid Opum. I'm excited. I get to raid Blindfold Gaming. Get hype. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll make the defect tier list. I'll play a couple runs. Chill out for a bit. Only got the defect and the watch run left. And then, you know, we keep passing the time and eventually Spire 2 will come out, right? Spire 2 will just spawn into existence if I keep just making tier lists. Make a tier list every day and Spire 2 will be here before I know it. All right. Thank you all for watching. Maybe I'll play 4 runs tomorrow. Like, I'll try to play a full rotation. I just wasn't feeling it today. I barely slept last night, so I'll try to like sleep better and then play a full rotation. All right, GG. Goodbye, everybody.